Every day, you wake up with a choice. You decide, even before you open your eyes, what kind of day you're going to have. The moment your feet hit the ground, you're already either taking control or letting life control you. And that choice, that decision, whether you realize it or not, shapes everything that follows. The life you are building, the future you are creating, is shaped by the moments you let slip by the actions you don't take, by the words you say, and more importantly, by the ones you don't. You've heard the saying, talk is cheap, and it's true. Words don't carry the weight they used to. Words are fleeting. Words can inspire, yes, but more often than not, words are just noise. They're distractions. And in a world that is already full of distractions, we can no longer afford to spend our lives wrapped up in the noise. We are living in an age where people talk a lot, but do little. We talk about our goals, we talk about our dreams, we talk about what we're going to do one day. But day after day, we continue to speak far more than we act. We tell ourselves and others what we plan to do, but fail to follow through. We talk about success, but we don't do the work it takes to achieve it. We speak in possibilities, in hypotheticals, but we avoid the hard truths, the ones that say your success comes from what you do, not what you say. The truth is simple. You can't change your life with words alone. No amount of talking will transform your reality. Action speaks louder than words. The world is built on action, not talk. It's the Edisons who saw their vision through to the end, the Fords who pushed boundaries, the Carnegies who took risks. They spoke less, moved more. They realized that the moment you speak, you delay the moment you act. The longer you speak, the longer you put off the work that will build the life you want. You see, there's a cost to every word you speak. Every word that you utter takes you further from your goals or closer to them. If you're spending your time talking about what you're going to do, about how you'll one day achieve your dreams, then you are not doing the work that gets you closer to those dreams. You are talking about them, not building them. It's time to stop talking about the life you want and start living it. The world doesn't need your plans, your ideas, your good intentions. It needs your actions. It needs you to move. Think about the people you admire most in history, the ones who changed the world, who built empires, who left a legacy that still resonates today. Do you think they spent their days talking about what they were going to do? No. They went to work. They got their hands dirty. They took risks. They faced failure, but they never backed down. They didn't waste time saying what they were going to do. They simply did it. When you speak less and move more, you put yourself on the path to greatness. Words are easy. Anybody can talk. But not everyone has the courage, the grit, or the determination to move. Moving takes courage. It takes belief. It takes discipline. It takes action. And action requires you to step out of your comfort zone. What would happen if you stopped talking about what you wanted and instead started doing what you wanted? What if you took your dreams and began to build them, not by talking about them, but by moving toward them every single day? What if you woke up tomorrow and decided, no more talk, no more waiting for the right time, no more holding back, just move? Your life is being shaped by what you do, not what you say. Your future depends on your actions, not your words. The true measure of your success is not how loud you talk, but how loud your actions speak. We live in a world that is addicted to talk. People love to tell stories, love to share their plans, love to tell you about the next big thing they're going to do. But the people who make the biggest impact, who build the most, who achieve the impossible, they don't have time for endless conversations. They're too busy moving. You don't need another motivational speech. You don't need more advice. You don't need more affirmations. You need action. You need to show up every single day, to stop apologizing for your greatness and start working for it. Speak less, move more, show the world what you're capable of, not with your words, but with your actions. This is your time to rise. It's time to stop letting the noise around you drown out the sound of your progress. Stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting for the perfect opportunity. The world needs people who move. The world needs people who act. The world needs you to show up. The best part, you already have everything you need. It's all inside of you. The moment you stop apologizing, stop talking about what you're going to do, and start acting, You will realize that you already have the power to create the life you desire. Your dreams aren't as far off as you think. They're just one action away. But it's time to move. Every decision you make is an opportunity to move closer to the life you desire. Every action you take is a step toward your goals. So why are you waiting? Why are you holding yourself back? There's no more time to waste. The world doesn't need your plans, your promises, or your intentions. It needs your action. The truth is, we all have dreams. We all have goals we aspire to. But the difference between those who succeed and those who don't isn't in the size of their dreams. It's in the size of their actions. It's in their ability to stop talking and start doing. The more you talk, the less you do. The more you speak about your dreams, the further you get from realizing them. Words create distance. They delay the process. When you speak about your goals without taking the necessary steps to make them a reality, you're simply stalling. You are preventing yourself from stepping into your true potential. Look at the people who have achieved greatness. Think of Edison, who failed over 1,000 times before perfecting the light bulb. Or Walt Disney, who was fired from a newspaper for lacking imagination. Or Abraham Lincoln, who failed in business and lost elections, yet became one of the most revered presidents in history. These people didn't waste their time talking about what they were going to do. They failed. They struggled. But they kept moving forward day after day without letting words distract them. They didn't wait for a perfect moment. They created their own moments. It's time for you to do the same. Stop apologizing for your greatness. Stop waiting for the stars to align. Stop hoping for the perfect time to start. The perfect time is now. The only thing standing in the way of your dreams is your own hesitation. It's time to speak less and move more. When you focus on the work that needs to be done, the grind, the hustle, the daily steps that add up, you begin to realize that your dreams are not so far out of reach. You start to see that every action you take, no matter how small, brings you one step closer to your vision. Each moment you spend moving forward compounds into something extraordinary. The greatest achievements in history were never the result of someone talking about them. They were the result of someone doing them. Edison didn't sit around discussing how to invent a light bulb. He worked tirelessly, making progress one experiment at a time. Ford didn't just talk about creating affordable cars for the masses. He took action, revolutionizing manufacturing in the process. These leaders didn't waste time discussing their ambitions. They embodied them. They understood that their success wasn't dependent on external validation. It was about their commitment to taking consistent, powerful action, regardless of the circumstances, regardless of the doubters, and regardless of how long it took. That's the key. The key to greatness is persistence. The key to success is showing up, doing the work, and continually moving forward, even when you don't see immediate results. When you stop apologizing for your greatness, you stop waiting for the right moment to act. You take control of your destiny and you create your own opportunities. There will be moments when you feel uncertain. There will be times when you question if all the effort is worth it. But in those moments, you need to remember this. You are building something greater than yourself. Your actions today are laying the foundation for your future. Every small step, every effort, every movement forward is creating the life you've always dreamed of. The more you move, the more you create. The more you act, the closer you get to the person you are meant to become. Your dreams won't be realized by speaking about them. They will be realized by living them, by committing to them, by showing up every single day to take another step toward them. So stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting for someone to tell you you're ready. You are ready. You've always been ready. It's time to move. The moment you decide to move, you step into a flow that aligns with the universe. The energy you emit when you act with purpose is magnetic. It attracts the people, the opportunities, and the resources you need. It's the law of momentum. The more you move, the more you attract. The more you take action, the more the world opens up to you, because you are no longer waiting for things to happen, you are making them happen. When you stop talking about your dreams and start moving toward them, something powerful happens. You stop seeking validation from others. You stop worrying about what others think or whether they approve of your choices. You stop needing someone else's permission to pursue your goals, because in that moment you realize that you are the only person who needs to believe in your vision. You are the only person who needs to trust in your ability to succeed. The rest of the world will catch up when they see the results of your work. Until then, your confidence in yourself is all that matters. And when you commit to the work, really commit, your results will speak louder than any words ever could. The world will see the effort you put in, the sacrifices you make, and the vision you bring to life. Your actions will do all the talking. People will be drawn to your strength, your consistency, and your unshakable belief in what you're creating. Think about the legacy of those who didn't wait for approval or permission. Think about the stories of Lincoln, who failed time and again, but never let failure define him. Or Disney, who was told that he lacked imagination only to create a global empire. These men were not afraid to move. They failed, they struggled, but they never stopped moving forward. They knew that talking wasn't enough. It's the action, the persistence, and the drive that built their empires. You are no different. Your future is waiting for you to claim it, but the only way to do that is by moving forward. The world won't hand you success on a silver platter. It's earned through effort, through work, through determination. But with every step you take, no matter how small, you are paving the way to your greatest achievements. Let's make one thing crystal clear. If you want to succeed, you must stop waiting for the perfect circumstances. There will never be a perfect time. The stars will never fully align. The conditions will never be flawless. But guess what? That's not your job. Your job is to show up, even when it feels uncomfortable, even when the odds are stacked against you. You have everything you need to make this happen. The only thing that stands between you and your dreams is the decision to move. So take the first step, then the next, and the next. Do not hesitate. Do not wait for the perfect moment or the right opportunity. Create the opportunity. Be the one who makes the moment perfect. The universe responds to those who take decisive action. It aligns itself with the energy you put out. When you move with purpose, you set things in motion. Doors will open, people will show up, opportunities will align, but it starts with you. And don't let the fear of failure stop you. Failure is not the opposite of success, it's part of it. Failure is a lesson. It's a reminder that you're on the right path because you're taking risks. If you're not failing, you're not growing. If you're not falling and getting back up, you're not pushing hard enough. The real failure is never trying. Move, fail, get back up, learn, grow, repeat. And in that repetition, success will follow. Because with every failure, you are getting closer to your dream. You are becoming the person capable of achieving it. You are not meant to be average. You are meant to do extraordinary things. And the difference between those who achieve greatness and those who don't is not in the potential, it's in the actions. It's in the willingness to fail. It's in the persistence to rise every time you fall. It's in the decision to move no matter the circumstances. It's time to stop waiting. The world is ready for you. Your dreams are ready for you. And the only thing you need to do now is take action. Speak less, move more. This is your moment. This is your time. The world is waiting for you to show up. So go, rise, and make your mark. As you stand on the precipice of your future, ask yourself, what will you do with this moment? The power is in your hands. The world is not waiting for you to be perfect. It's not waiting for you to have everything figured out. The world is waiting for you to act. It's waiting for you to move. Every moment you spend hesitating is a moment you'll never get back. Every minute you waste contemplating what might go wrong is a minute that you could have used to make progress, to push forward, to take a step closer to your goals. This is your life, and the time to move is now. You don't need anyone's permission. You don't need a perfect plan. You need to act now. The longer you wait, the harder it becomes to start. The more you put off today, the longer you delay your future. But when you make the decision to move, to take one step, everything starts to shift. Momentum is your ally. Once you begin to move, the universe begins to align itself with your direction. But nothing happens until you make the decision to move. And yes, there will be fear. There will be uncertainty, but what will you allow to stop you? The fear of failure? The fear of rejection? The fear of what others will think? These are all just distractions. Fear is a natural part of the journey, but it cannot dictate your path. You must act in spite of it. You must move with purpose and conviction, knowing that every step forward brings you closer to the person you were always meant to be. The time to stop apologizing for your greatness is right now. There are no more excuses. There are no more reasons to hold back. You have the strength. You have the vision. You have everything you need inside of you to succeed. And if you're waiting for the right moment, you'll wait forever. The right moment is the moment you decide to take action. Think of the people who have changed the world. Think of the innovators, the dreamers, the leaders who were told they couldn't. Think of the Edisons, the Disneys, the Lincolns. Each of them had the courage to take action, even when the world doubted them. They acted despite the odds. They acted despite the failures. They acted because they believed in their vision, and they knew the world would bend to their determination. You too can do this. The difference between the people who achieve greatness and the people who don't is not talent or luck. It's action. Action is what separates those who wish from those who do. The moment you begin to act, you step into a new world of possibility. The more you act, the more you create. The more you move, the more your dreams begin to take shape. Every step you take leads you one step closer to the life you've always imagined. So stop wasting time. Stop thinking you need to prepare more or get ready. You're ready. The time to rise is now. The time to stop apologizing for who you are and what you're capable of is now. The time to begin creating the life you desire is now. The world doesn't need your promises. It doesn't need your plans. It needs your action. And action starts the moment you make the decision to stop talking and start doing. This is the moment you'll look back on and realize was the turning point. The moment when you chose to stop apologizing for your greatness and to begin living it out loud. The moment when you chose to act, to move, to create. The moment you took that first step and suddenly the impossible seemed just within reach. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to start moving. The answers will come, the path will unfold, and the world will open up to you in ways you never expected, but only if you start moving now. So move. Step into your greatness. Stop apologizing. The world is waiting for you to rise. Rise now. You've already taken the first step. You've made the decision to move. And that decision, no matter how small it might seem, has set something powerful in motion. The world begins to bend to the will of those who act. It doesn't matter how far you think you are from your goals or how impossible they seem. Once you commit to moving, every step forward, no matter how small, brings you closer to realizing your vision. The key to greatness isn't in grand gestures, in monumental moments. It's in the small actions that accumulate every single day. It's in the willingness to keep moving, no matter the obstacles, no matter the doubts, no matter the failures. Every decision to move forward is a victory. Every time you push through discomfort, every time you rise after falling, you grow stronger, more capable, more resilient. Imagine what your life would look like if, instead of waiting for permission, you simply began. Imagine what you could accomplish if, instead of talking about your dreams, you started building them, one action at a time. The difference between where you are now and where you want to be is action. There's no shortcut. There's no quick fix. But the beauty of it is, every step you take will bring you closer to where you want to be. The world around you is full of distractions, full of people telling you what you should or shouldn't do, full of noise that tries to pull you away from your path. But here's the truth. None of that matters unless you make it matter. The noise, the distractions, the doubts, they will always be there. But you have the power to choose whether or not they get to dictate your path. You have the power to choose whether or not they will stop you from moving toward your dreams. Your vision is yours alone. No one else can see it the way you do. No one else can understand the fire that burns inside you. And that's why your action matters so much. No one else can bring your vision to life but you. The world doesn't need another person talking about what they could do. It needs you, the one who is willing to act, willing to move, willing to push through when the world tells you to stop. When you stop apologizing for your greatness, you begin to see every challenge as a part of the journey. You begin to understand that obstacles aren't roadblocks, they are opportunities. Every setback, every failure is a chance to learn, to grow, to become more of the person you were meant to be. It's in those moments of struggle that you build the strength you need to succeed. You must shift your mindset. Your greatness is not a burden. It's a gift, not just for you, but for everyone you touch. When you shrink from it, when you hide it, you deny the world the impact you were born to make. But when you embrace it, when you stop apologizing and you step into your power, you begin to leave a legacy, one that will inspire others to do the same. The world needs people who are unafraid to take up space. It needs leaders who refuse to apologize for their vision, who take action, who build, who create. You have everything you need within you to change the world. But it starts with moving. The hardest part is always the first step. It's that initial decision to stop talking about what you're going to do and instead just start doing it. Once you take that first step, momentum starts to build. The world begins to move with you. Opportunities will present themselves that you never expected, and with every step you take, it gets easier to keep moving forward. You've already made the decision. You've already chosen to stop apologizing for your greatness. Now it's time to act. It's time to build the life you've always dreamed of. No more waiting, no more hesitation. Just move. And when you do, you will see that everything changes. The doubts fade. The distractions disappear. Your focus sharpens. The world begins to open up to you in ways you never imagined. But none of this happens until you make that decision to move. So move. Move with purpose. Move with determination. Move with conviction. Your future is waiting for you. Your greatness is waiting for you. And the only thing standing between you and your dreams is the action you choose to take. You have everything inside you to succeed. Now go and let the world see the power of your movement. Every step you take is a declaration to the universe that you are serious about your dreams. You are no longer waiting for someone else to tell you what to do or how to do it. You've made the decision to move forward, and that decision is everything. With every move you make, you send a clear message to the world. I am here to create something extraordinary. Think about it. Every action, no matter how small, builds momentum. It adds up over time. The person who takes one small action today is farther ahead tomorrow than the person who talks about what they will do but never acts. It's in the small, consistent steps that the magic happens. Consistency beats talent when talent doesn't show up. Shh! Look at the pioneers in any field, whether it's business, sports, art, or leadership. The ones who are remembered throughout history are the ones who took action. They didn't just talk about their potential, they showed the world what they were capable of. They took risks. They acted when others hesitated. They knew that their greatness would be built by their decisions to take action, not their ability to dream. You are no different. You were born to do something remarkable. The same fire that fueled Edison to invent the light bulb, Ford to revolutionize manufacturing, and Oprah to change the world is within you. It's inside of you, ready to ignite the change you want to see in the world. But to ignite it, you must move. Right now, someone somewhere is relying on your actions. They're waiting for you to show them that it's possible to live a life without limits. They're waiting for you to lead by example, to show them that if you can rise, so can they. The moment you stop apologizing for your greatness, you inspire others to do the same. But it won't happen unless you choose to move. Your actions are your legacy. What you do today, what you do right now, matters. It doesn't matter if you don't have the perfect plan, if you don't have everything figured out. What matters is that you stop moving. The direction you're heading may not always be clear, but trust that if you keep moving, the path will reveal itself. And with each step you take, the vision of your future will get clearer. And when you're taking action, don't be afraid to fail. Failure is the teacher. It's the proof that you're pushing yourself, that you're stretching beyond your comfort zone. It's not something to avoid, it's something to embrace. Every failure is a lesson, and the lessons are the stepping stones to success. If you aren't failing, you're not growing, you're not learning, and if you aren't learning, you're staying stuck. So step into that discomfort, embrace it, because growth is uncomfortable, success is uncomfortable, and greatness is forged in discomfort. It's forged in the days when you feel like giving up, but choose to keep going anyway. It's built in the moments when you feel lost, uncertain, and alone, but you choose to move forward regardless. Greatness requires persistence, courage, and the willingness to keep moving forward no matter what. When you start acting, you stop letting circumstances define you. You become the definition of your own success. You decide that nothing will stand in your way. Not fear, not failure, not even the doubts of others. And when you move like that, when you act with that kind of certainty, the world cannot help but respond. Opportunities will start to appear. People will start to notice. Your life will start to align with your dreams because you've taken the first step. The beauty of action is that it doesn't need to be perfect to be effective. You don't need all the answers. You don't need the perfect timing, the perfect plan, or even the perfect circumstances. You just need to start. The rest will fall into place as you move. The world rewards action, not hesitation, and the more you move, the more you will accomplish. Remember, when you act, you create momentum. Momentum will carry you forward even on the toughest days. It will keep you moving when everything around you tells you to stop. Momentum will be your ally in moments of doubt, and it will turn the impossible into the possible. Momentum is the key to success, and it begins the moment you take action. It's not about talking. It's not about waiting for the right time. It's about moving. It's about deciding that today is the day you start. Today is the day you stop apologizing for who you are and start becoming who you're meant to be. There is no better time than now. The universe is waiting for you to take the next step. Your future is waiting for you to act. Speak less, move more. Your actions will do the talking, and they will create a legacy of greatness that will resonate long after you've achieved your goals. So what are you waiting for? The time to move is now. Let's go. You've already made the decision to rise, and now is the time to put that decision into action. Every single moment you hesitate, you delay your future. Every time you hold back, you hold yourself hostage. The life you want is waiting for you on the other side of your action. We all have the same 24 hours in a day, but what separates those who achieve greatness from those who settle is the use of those hours. The clock keeps ticking. While some people spend their time planning and talking, others are out there making things happen. Action is what sets apart the dreamers from the doers. It's the driving force behind every breakthrough, every success, and every achievement in history. It's what transforms ideas into reality. It doesn't matter how many ideas you have, how many dreams you envision, or how many plans you lay out. Without action, they remain nothing but fantasies. Dreams don't build themselves. Goals don't accomplish themselves. You need to move. Every time you choose to move, even when it feels like you're walking alone, you're telling the universe that you are serious about your purpose. You're sending a message that no matter the challenges, no matter the odds, you will keep moving forward. You will move until you reach your destination. You will move because you believe in your potential, and you believe that your actions are the only things that will bring your vision to life. You've already proven that you have the courage to start. Now, you need to prove to yourself that you have the discipline to keep going, to push through the tough times, and to stay committed to your journey. Greatness isn't about a single moment of inspiration or a single burst of energy. It's about relentless persistence. It's about pushing through, even when the world seems to be against you, and knowing that your hard work will pay off. Don't wait for motivation to strike. Motivation is fleeting. What you need is discipline, the discipline to show up every single day and do the work whether you feel like it or not. The discipline to keep moving forward step by step, no matter how long it takes. This is the power of consistent action. It compounds. It may not always feel like you're making progress, but over time, your efforts will build momentum, and before you know it, you'll look back and realize how far you've come. Your dream is possible, but it won't be handed to you. It will only be built through the consistent actions you take. The people who make it to the top are the ones who refuse to give up, who keep pushing, who keep moving, even when they don't see the immediate results. And that's where the magic happens. In the moving, in the doing, in the persistence. The world is full of talkers, full of people who have ideas but never take action. You are not one of those people. You are the one who will stand out because you choose to act. You choose to make your dreams a reality, and you refuse to let anything stand in your way. Every time you take action, you leave behind the noise of the world. You shut out the distractions. You stop waiting for someone else's approval because you know that only your own approval matters. You are the one who is building your future. There is power in taking the first step. There is power in making the decision to move, to act, and to create the life you deserve. And once you start, it's like a snowball effect. The more you move, the more momentum you build. The more you push yourself, the more results you'll see. And each result, no matter how small, will fuel your desire to keep going. Action becomes its own reward. If you've ever wondered what it takes to be truly successful, the answer is simple. Action. Not just any action, but consistent, relentless, focused action toward your goals. Success is a product of movement. And the more you move, the more you will succeed. The more you move, the more your dreams will unfold before you. But the choice is always yours. You can stay stuck in the cycle of planning, talking, and waiting. Or you can choose to stop apologizing for your greatness, step into your power, and start creating the life you've always imagined. Move now. The world is waiting for you to take your first step. You don't need anyone's permission. You don't need to wait for the perfect time. The perfect time is now. You are ready. Now move. As you begin to move, understand that the journey won't always be smooth. There will be obstacles. There will be challenges. But each obstacle is simply a test of your commitment. It's a test of your belief in your vision. You see, it's easy to move when things are easy. The real power comes when you decide to keep moving despite the hurdles. The real test comes when the road gets rough and you have to dig deep to find the strength to continue. And that's where growth happens. In the discomfort. In the moments where you feel like giving up but decide to keep going anyway. It's easy to be motivated when everything is going well, but true resilience is built in the face of adversity. True greatness is born when you refuse to back down. No matter what. Think about the world's greatest leaders, innovators, and visionaries. They didn't get to where they are because everything was easy. They got there because they faced challenges, they faced rejection, and they faced failure. But they didn't stop moving. They kept going when everyone else told them it couldn't be done. They took action when others hesitated. They refused to apologize for their dreams, and they moved relentlessly, fearlessly, and unapologetically. You are no different. The same strength, the same fire, the same potential is within you. You have the ability to face whatever comes your way and turn it into fuel for your success. Every setback is a lesson. Every obstacle is an opportunity to prove to yourself just how much you are capable of. And every time you move forward, despite the doubt, despite the fear, you're one step closer to the life you've always dreamed of. It's time to stop waiting. Waiting for the perfect conditions, waiting for someone to tell you it's time. You are the one who decides when it's time. The time is now. The moment you commit to moving, to taking consistent, bold action, you begin to create your future. Every day you wait is another day you are not living the life you are meant to lead. Every day you hesitate is a day you delay your success. But you are done waiting. You are done holding back. You are done doubting yourself. From this moment forward, you move. You move with intention. You move with purpose. You move with the knowledge that your dreams are worth fighting for, worth working for, worth sacrificing for. The best part of all of this, you are not alone on this journey. The universe responds to your energy. When you act, when you move with purpose, the world begins to align with you. Opportunities will begin to surface. Resources will begin to appear. The right people will enter your life, and the right circumstances will unfold. But none of that happens until you take that first step. Every successful person has taken that step. The only difference between them and you is that they decided to move before they had all the answers. They decided to take action even when they didn't know exactly how things would unfold. And in doing so, they created the future they now live. It's your turn. You can stay stuck in the cycle of talk and hesitation, or you can decide to move. The path won't always be clear, but as you move, the path will reveal itself. The more action you take, the more clarity you will gain. You won't have to wait for the perfect conditions. You will create them with every step you take. So what are you waiting for? The moment you decide to act, everything begins to change. The universe will start working with you. The doors will start opening. And you will look back one day and realize that the hardest part wasn't the journey itself. The hardest part was deciding to move. Now that you've made that decision, everything else will fall into place. You are unstoppable. You are unshakable. And now, it's time to move forward. Move with everything you've got. Your future is waiting for you. Go make it happen. You're already on the path to something incredible. The decision to stop apologizing for your greatness has set you free. Now, there's no looking back. You've taken control of your life, and there's nothing left to stop you. The world is yours for the taking. The possibilities are endless, but only if you keep moving. But here's the truth. You will face moments when it feels like the path is unclear. You'll face days when the obstacles seem insurmountable. There will be moments of doubt. But in those moments, you need to remember one thing. Doubt is not your enemy. It's a signal. It's a sign that you're pushing the limits of what you know. And that's exactly where growth happens. That's where you will expand beyond the boundaries of your comfort zone and break into the next level of your potential. The fear of failure will always be there, but failure is not a sign to stop. It's simply a part of the process. The greatest successes in history were achieved by people who failed repeatedly, yet refused to quit. Edison didn't invent the light bulb after just one try. He failed thousands of times before he succeeded, and each failure brought him closer to his goal. It's the failures that will teach you the most. It's through the mistakes that you learn what works and what doesn't. And it's through those lessons that you refine your path to success. And so when you fail, don't stop. Learn, adjust, and keep moving. The faster you fail, the faster you will succeed. The more you move, the more you will grow. The more you put yourself out there, the more you will achieve. Action breeds progress. Progress breeds momentum. And momentum, once it's in your favor, is a force that cannot be stopped. You might ask, what if I'm not good enough? What if I don't have the skills, the resources, or the experience? That's a natural thought to have. But the truth is, you don't need all the answers. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be willing to move. You need to be willing to show up every day, no matter what, and give it your best effort. You'll figure out the rest as you go. Life isn't about waiting for the perfect moment. It's about making the most of the moment you have right now. Take the next step. Whatever that step is, whether it's sending that email, making that call, starting that project, or asking for help, take it. Now, you're already one step ahead of where you were yesterday, and every step you take from here on out will move you closer to the life you want. This isn't just about achieving success in the conventional sense. It's about becoming the person who creates success, the person who is unafraid of moving forward, who embraces the struggle, who finds strength in adversity, the person who leads by example and shows others what's possible when you stop apologizing for your greatness and start living it. As you continue on this journey, you will become more of who you were meant to be. You will grow into the person who shows up, who takes charge, who doesn't wait for permission. You will become a force in the world, a leader who inspires others to stop waiting and start doing. Your actions will inspire those around you to take the same leap, to move forward, and to create the life they dream of. Every step you take is not just a step for you. It's a step that paves the way for others. The ripple effect of your actions, your courage, and your determination will have an impact far beyond what you can see. The world needs more people who are willing to act, who are willing to lead with their actions, not their words. You are that person. Now is the time. Move with power, move with purpose, and never stop moving until your dreams are your reality. The only thing standing between you and everything you want is the decision to act, and you've already made that decision. So, as you continue on this path, remember this. Your greatness is not in your words, it's in your actions. Your success is not in your plans, it's in the steps you take. Speak less, move more. The world is waiting for you. You are ready. Now, move! There's a vast difference between thinking about something and actually doing it. You can spend a lifetime dreaming, planning, and strategizing, but those dreams will remain just that, dreams, unless you take action. The power is in the doing, in the relentless pursuit of what you desire, even when the path seems unclear. Action is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. The longer you hesitate, the farther you get from your goal. The world rewards those who take action. It rewards those who move forward despite the unknowns. The truth is, you won't have all the answers, and that's okay. You don't need to know exactly how everything will unfold. You just need to take the next step. Each decision, each action you take will bring you closer to the life you've envisioned. But it all begins with that first step. When you start to act, when you start to move, you start to create momentum. Momentum is a powerful force. Once you begin moving, you'll notice how the world around you begins to shift. Opportunities will begin to unfold. People will start to take notice. And before you know it, you'll be on a path you never thought possible. But action isn't always easy. There will be moments when it feels like the road is too long, too hard, too overwhelming. You'll feel like giving up. You'll wonder if all the effort is worth it. But in those moments, you must remind yourself that the only way to succeed is to keep going. Every successful person you admire has been in that place. They've all had moments of doubt, moments of struggle, but they moved anyway, and so must you. You must keep moving. When the going gets tough, you don't retreat, you don't quit. You keep moving because you know that the only way to get to the other side is to keep pushing forward. And every time you do, every time you rise above the challenges, you build the life you've always wanted. Action doesn't always come easily. There will be moments when fear tries to hold you back. Doubt will whisper in your ear, but you must silence that voice. You must recognize that fear is just a part of the process. It doesn't define you. Your actions define you, and your actions will lead you to greatness. The world doesn't need your fears. It doesn't need your excuses. It doesn't need your hesitation. What the world needs is your action. The world needs your movement, your commitment, your unwavering belief that you are capable of more than you ever imagined. When you move, the world moves with you. So, what are you waiting for? Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop waiting for things to fall into place. Create your perfect moment now. Move toward your dreams with purpose and with confidence. You have everything inside of you to achieve what you desire. But nothing will happen until you start moving. Take a deep breath, step forward, and move with everything you've got, because your future isn't waiting. It's being built right now by the actions you take. Your dreams are waiting for you to act. Your greatness is waiting for you to claim it. So go, rise, move, and never stop until your dreams are your reality. The moment you stop apologizing for your greatness, the moment you decide to move, you will find yourself in the flow of something unstoppable. Nothing can stand in your way. Not fear, not doubt, not setbacks, because you've chosen to move, and when you move, nothing can stop you. As you continue moving forward, understand that success is not a straight line. There will be twists and turns. There will be moments when you question whether you're on the right path, but these moments are part of the journey. These are the tests that will build your character, refine your vision, and strengthen your resolve. The path to greatness is filled with challenges, but challenges don't stop greatness. They fuel it. The more you move, the more you embrace the discomfort and uncertainty, the stronger you will become. Every obstacle is an opportunity to prove that you are capable of more, that you are willing to push through, that you are unwilling to give up. Every setback is a lesson. Every failure is a stepping stone. When you act in the face of adversity, you become unstoppable. Think about the people who've changed the world. Their journeys weren't easy. They didn't have a perfect roadmap, nor did they always have the support they needed. But they moved. They took the first step, then the next, and the next, never knowing exactly where it would lead, but always trusting that their actions would take them to their destination. And just like them, you have the ability to change the world. Your actions, your belief, your willingness to keep moving, no matter the obstacles, that's what will determine your success. You have the power to shape your future, but it's up to you to take the actions that will create it. You've made the decision to stop apologizing for your greatness. Now it's time to step into it fully. You must act with purpose. You must move with conviction. You must refuse to settle for less than your full potential. You were born for more, and the world needs the greatness you have within you. It's time to stop holding back. It's time to move with everything you have. The future you want is on the other side of your action, and you can start building it today. The only thing standing between you and the life you want is the decision to take that first step. And as you continue, remember, action is the key. It's the secret to unlocking everything you desire. So, speak less, move more, and let your actions show the world just how far you're willing to go. Because your greatness isn't just something you talk about, it's something you live. And the world is waiting for you to show it. Your moment is now. Rise, act, and never stop moving. As you continue on this journey, keep one thing in mind: your actions will define your legacy. The choices you make today, the steps you take, will echo into the future. Every time you move, even when no one is watching, you're shaping the person you are becoming. You're building the future you deserve, and the world will recognize your determination. You see, the truth is that everything you desire, everything you've dreamed of, is already within reach. It's not in the future, it's in your actions today. You don't need to wait for a new beginning, a new year, a new opportunity. You already have what it takes to create change. You just have to start moving. The people who achieve greatness, who transform their lives and the world around them, are not the ones who wait for the stars to align. They are the ones who make the stars align through their actions. When you move with purpose, when you commit to creating your destiny, you start to see how things begin to shift. People will notice your determination. Opportunities will appear that you never thought possible. The universe will respond to your relentless pursuit. But remember, it all begins with the decision to move. You must act. Even when the path is unclear, even when you don't know all the answers, you must act. Your actions will lead the way. They will uncover the next step, and the next, until your path becomes undeniable. It's the moving that reveals the road ahead. The longer you stay in the planning stage, the longer you stay in the world of words, the further you get from your dream. But when you move, when you act, the dream starts becoming a reality. And as you move, you'll discover new strengths, new capabilities within yourself that you never knew existed. The person you become through this process is not just someone who dreams, they are someone who achieves. They are someone who refuses to apologize for their greatness. As you embrace this, remember that the hardest part is often just getting started. The first step is the one that will propel you forward. Once you take that step, you create momentum. Momentum is what carries you through the difficult times, the challenges, the doubts. When you keep moving, you build a momentum that becomes unstoppable. The universe will begin to bend to your will, but it all starts with the decision to move, to act. Now is the time to fully step into your power. No more waiting, no more hesitation. The world needs you to act, to show up, to move toward your goals with unwavering determination. The world needs your greatness. The time for apologies is over. The time for action is now. So step forward, take that first step, and move with everything you have. Your dreams are waiting for you, and you have everything inside of you to achieve them. The only thing standing between you and the life you want is the choice to start moving. Move now. Move boldly. Move relentlessly. Because the moment you decide to stop apologizing for your greatness and start living it, your entire world will begin to shift. The life you've been waiting for is waiting for you to claim it. This is your moment. Take it. As you continue moving forward, remember that you are not just walking toward your goals, You are becoming the person who can achieve them. Every action you take, no matter how small, builds the foundation of your success. Each step forward is an investment in your future, and it is a testament to the power within you. The power to move is a gift, but it is also a responsibility. Every time you act, you are choosing to take control of your destiny. You are not waiting for the world to give you a chance. You are creating your own chances. You are not hoping for things to fall into place. You are making them fall into place with every step you take. And as you move, you will begin to notice something remarkable. The world will start to respond to you. People will be drawn to your energy, to your determination, and to your refusal to wait for things to happen. Opportunities will begin to appear where you once saw obstacles. The path that once seemed unclear will start to reveal itself. Action clears the fog and illuminates the road ahead, but you must keep moving. You must keep showing up, even when the results are not immediate. Success does not come from one action or one breakthrough. It comes from the relentless pursuit of your vision, day in and day out. The ones who succeed are not the ones who quit when things get hard, but those who continue to move, even when the path is not easy. They move in the face of adversity, they move in the face of doubt, and they move when others are waiting for the perfect moment. You will face challenges, you will have moments of doubt, and you will feel exhausted. But it is in those moments that you must remind yourself of this simple truth. Your success is not defined by how many times you fall, but by how many times you rise. You must get back up. You must keep moving. You must trust that every step, even the difficult ones, is leading you closer to the person you are meant to become. You are stronger than you think. Your perseverance is more powerful than any challenge you face. Every time you move forward, you are proving to yourself that you are capable of more than you ever imagined. The path to greatness is not for the faint of heart. It requires courage, determination, and the willingness to keep moving, even when the way forward isn't obvious. But every step you take brings you closer to the life you were born to live. The beautiful thing about action is that it builds on itself. The more you act, the more you gain momentum. The more momentum you gain, the easier it becomes to keep moving. Action becomes your ally. It becomes a habit, and soon your life will be a testament to everything you've created through your movement. So I ask you again, what are you waiting for? You already have everything inside of you to succeed. You already have the strength, the vision, and the power to create the life you desire. The only thing standing between you and your dreams is the decision to move. The world doesn't need your words. It needs your actions. The people who make an impact, the people who leave a legacy, are the ones who don't wait for the right time to act. They act now. They act boldly. They act decisively. And when you begin to act, when you decide to move with purpose, you will create a future that is beyond anything you could have imagined. So step forward. Take that first step. Then take the next. Move with everything you have. Because in the movement, in the action, is where your greatness lies. You are capable of achieving anything you set your mind to, and the world is waiting for you to show it. Speak less, move more. Your greatness will be defined by the actions you take. Your success will be defined by the steps you take today. The future is yours, but only if you decide to move toward it. The time to act is now. Go, rise, move. Let the world see the power of your actions. As you move, you will start to feel the shift within you. The more you take action, the more you will realize that the power was always within you. It's not something external. It's not something you need to wait for. It's always been inside you. All it took was the decision to stop apologizing, the courage to take that first step, and the commitment to keep moving, no matter what. In the beginning, it might feel like you're not making any progress. You might question whether your efforts are even worth it. But remember, the journey to success is not measured by how fast you go, but by how persistent you are. Every action you take, no matter how small, is one step closer to the life you want to create. Every step is progress. Every effort you make is building your future. Success isn't a destination, it's a process, and you are in that process right now. The people who succeed are not the ones who see immediate results, but the ones who stay committed to the journey even when the results aren't apparent right away. They understand that action compounds. The small steps add up over time, and before you know it, you will look back and see how far you've come. Your future self will thank you for every action you took today. You must remember that nothing in life is truly wasted if you're moving forward. Even when you don't see immediate progress, you are laying the groundwork for what's to come. Every time you take a step, even when it feels like you're not moving as fast as you'd like, you are planting seeds for your success. The more you move, the more these seeds will grow. And yes, there will be times when you feel tired, times when the path seems long, when the obstacles seem insurmountable. But those are the moments where you dig deeper. You find the strength you didn't know you had, and you keep moving anyway. Because you understand that the road to success is not always paved with easy victories. It's paved with determination, with resilience, and with the refusal to stop. So when you feel the weight of the journey on your shoulders, when you feel like you've hit a wall, just remember that the wall isn't the end of your journey. It's just another challenge, another obstacle that you'll move past. Every wall you hit makes you stronger, more resilient, and more capable of handling whatever comes next. And the further you go, the fewer walls you'll encounter, because you'll have built the strength to navigate through any challenge with ease. This is the power of movement. Movement creates strength. Movement builds momentum. Movement leads to progress. And when you move with conviction, with purpose, and with a clear vision of your future, nothing can stop you. And what you'll find as you continue to move is that the world around you will start to mirror your actions. The universe rewards those who take action. When you step forward, the opportunities you seek will begin to manifest. People will start to recognize your effort, your determination, your commitment to your goals, and those people will become a part of your journey. You'll attract the resources, the people, and the opportunities that align with your vision, because when you act, you make the universe move in your favor. The key here is to never stop moving. Even when it's difficult, even when the road ahead seems impossible, because every step you take brings you closer to the person you were always meant to become. Every decision to keep moving, even when you're tired, even when you're uncertain, brings you closer to your goals. So now is the time to make that commitment to yourself. Commit to move. Commit to show up every day, no matter what. Commit to stop apologizing for your greatness and start living it. Because you deserve to build the life of your dreams. You deserve to be the person you've always dreamed of becoming. The world is waiting for you to show up, to take action, and to make your mark. The future is yours for the taking. But it all begins with movement. Speak less. Move more. Move with intention. Move with purpose. Move with the knowledge that every action, every step is bringing you closer to your dreams. So move, rise, create your destiny, and never stop. The world is ready for your greatness. Now, go show it.